Hello everybody and welcome to this week's episode of Adventure Rolls Winds of Calamity, a weekly D&D game set in the world of The Legend of Zelda. Well, I say weekly, that's not going to be necessarily true next week. As a quick reminder, we are taking next week off due to personal stuff, as well as just giving a general break because, as we like to promote here, take care of yourselves, avoid burnout as much as possible. But either way, thank you all so much for coming out here tonight, hanging out with us. It is always a good time here with the chaos of Cizri's Angels. I look forward to it every single week. It's great. And this week especially because we're setting sail with some Gerudo pirates, so it's going to be a good time. But enough talk about me. Let's go ahead and head on over to the party, starting with Rach.
Hi. Sorry, I'm eating popcorn.
No popcorn.
What?
No popcorn.
Put it away. Hello, my name is Rachel /Pip400art. You can find all my art stuff on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok under Pip400art. I also stream with my husband Mark on Marky Gaming on Twitch. On Mondays at 3:30 CST, I have my art stream. So come hang out with me. It's always a good time. Last time we basically started a book club and we talked about books like basically the entire stream, so that was fun.
Created a book.
And what?
Oh, and out of that you got a book created on another stream.
Yeah, then in next stream I became a cover of a book and it's glorious. On this game I play Cizri, a Tweely paladin / rogue. And it's a good time. She's just having the best days of her life every day. And she has a camera now, so watch out.
It's going to be very interesting now that she has a Picto Box. I have no idea what shenanigans Cizri's going to get into. And it is kind of terrifying. But apart from that, yes, if you're not already following, go ahead and follow Rach on all of her social medias as well as Twitch. The art streams are always a great time. But let's go ahead and hop on over with her twin brother, Mike.
Hi, my name is Mike, also known as Bardic Dice here on Twitch. I stream a D&D double duty twice during the week, Wednesdays and Thursdays. Wednesdays is the Feywild campaign, which is so tomorrow, that Lit and Silent play-in, which is coming to an end here soon. They're at the last little chapter of the story, so it's super fun. I definitely want to check it out to see what kind of stuff is coming up next. We're all getting pretty excited for the new projects and what will be happening on Wednesdays. I also stream on Thursdays. I do a homebrew game, Fates United, that Mark and Rachie play in. We will be taking a break this week from Fates United. I'll still have a stream, so we'll probably do like a little bit of Bardic Brews, a little homebrew map making type of stuff. So just kind of laid back, and our Fates people might jump in and out of Discord. Who knows? But yeah, so on this night, I play the second half of the Twilight Twin. Terrific duo.
Taco Tuesday, I think, was in there too.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
There was...
I'm just not eating tacos today, so yeah,
there was
a lie to people.
Well, the thing is, you got to save the tacos this week for Thursday. Because Cinco de Mayo. And by the way, for any of those of our Hispanic descent in the chat, happy Cinco de Mayo. But yes. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
And tomorrow, may the 4th be with you too. So.
Oh yeah,
I was going to do that.
I beat you to it. But Avum is my Twilight Twin that I play. He is a level 3 rogue mastermind with his tactics. Level 2 Oracle. So he's super. Wasn't gonna say super excited. That's not Avum. I'm super excited to play Avum. Avum's not super excited to be here. He wants to go home.
Indeed. So yes, go ahead and follow Bardic. Quick note about Wild Beyond the Witchlight. It is #mature audiences, but it is always a good time, all the chaos, and it's crazy that it's already coming to an end. But regardless, gonna go ahead and hop on down to Aaron.
Hi, my name is Silent Legend. I also stream. But I mostly stream multiplayer stuff, competitive multiplayer. Sometimes I do just narrative games. But yeah, that's my stream schedule is a nightmare, and probably won't happen for some time. And yeah, I play Eric. He's the Rito Ranger, and yeah, he likes to fly into danger, but also is very cautious when he does so. Ironic statement, I know.
Nah, it just means it's a well-rounded character. You see, there's conflict. There's
Constant conflict.
constant conflict within himself. Very Zelda-esque. Eventually, Dark Aaron is just going to show up.
Oh my gosh. If that's not a scenario that happens later, I'm going to be very upset.
Who knows? Either way.
No pressure or anything.
No
Right.
pressure. No pressure at all. Well, rounding out our excellent party, we're hopping on over to our Tony Stark of the group, Mark.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mark. I do also stream. What a surprise. on Twitch here, as Rachel mentioned. We do a D&D game on Sundays at 2 o'clock Central Time on our channel that Rachel plays in and Mike plays in and I DM for. And this coming Sunday is our last session before like a month break. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be a good time.
We're all gonna die.
I don't want to break.
Yeah, we're going to take a month break due to people's schedules and all that. But don't worry, there'll still be stuff on Sundays. It just will be not Beacon Zora. I got a fun thing planned that Rach and a couple other people, one who's in the chat, was a part of. So pretty excited for that.
Yeah.
But here I do play the Tony Stark of the group, Attic. He is a Sheikah artificer, level 5, and he likes building things and also trying to not let the evil within be released.
Is that like a new hobby?
That's been his life goal, and it's more like confirmed that he needs this to be his life goal now.
A very relatable life goal. But yes, I think I know what project you were talking about, Mark, and 100% right. You don't want to miss that because I've heard whispers of it, and it's going to be very cool. Either way, yes, go ahead and follow Mark if you're not already on Marquee Gaming, as well as Silent. Give all the love. Subscribe if you feel so inclined. Apart from that, that's really everything. With that, I think we are all good to go. Really no other announcements. Again, we will be taking next week off. A lot of breaks happening, but we will miss you next week either way. We'll be back in about 2 weeks, fresh for more adventures. So with that, let's go ahead and hop into tonight's episode of Winds of Calamity. You didn't do it this week, Mike.
Yeah, I was definitely zoning out, sorry.
No worries, man. Either way, when last we left our heroes, Adek managed to finish his massive project. That was a thing known as a pictobox, a contraption that would allow an individual to take a photo of anything in a given area, and it would appear as though a painted picture on a piece of paper. He gifted this to Cizri as a bit of thanks. And then from there, they all had a little bit of conversation where Adek confirmed that he was willing to fight the potential evil that resided within him, and that this is what is going to drive him from here on out. Through Aaron's efforts, you all were able to head into the Gerudo Pirate Fort, where Aaron arranged a little bit of a meeting and conversation between Queen Lydia, where you all came to an agreement that you would be permitted to stay for the night, and in the morning, she would provide her judgment as to what would happen with the Zora's Sapphire that Mira so badly desired. Lydia confirmed that she had connections to Adek's mother, Marul, The two had a brief conversation, and as well as further training in increasing Adek's speed in combat. The twins had fun with firearms, and Aaron gained a new quiver by winning a contest handedly. The following morning, Lydia provided her plan that you all would go on her ship, the Flying Molduga, to head up to Zora's domain with Solana in chains to present as a bit of a bargaining chip to King Sidon. And we pick up as a few hours have passed on the seas. The Gerudo Fort is well outside of view as you all are heading now northward on a voyage that will take you roughly about 2 weeks given this vessel. Linebeck has joined you. The sun is currently almost about to set as you all left about toward the afternoon / mid-afternoon. Evening is clearly on the horizon, but the ship is currently bustling with various people cleaning and doing various work as a collection of Gerudo, Rito, and Zora are on the deck. So, Scissors Angels, what do you all do?
I'm sorry, Cizri, you're muted. If you could speak up a
Dang
little bit.
How big is the ship? Like, I know you said it's a lot bigger than Linebeck's thing.
Yes, 1 second. So, this vessel is fairly large in length. It has the capacity to be able to hold about 40 crew members. It is gargantuan size, so it would roughly be probably about 100 feet in length. Roughly.
Does that have like a lot of rooms and stuff?
It's 100 feet by 20 feet.
Does it have like multiple levels and stuff, or?
Yes, it would have multiple.
So I can kind of have a visualization.
You're fine. Okay. Yes, it would have multiple levels. There's the top deck. There's the mid layer where a bunch of cargo is stored, as well as various hammocks are set up for a crew to be able to sleep during the night. There's also various what looks to be almost ballistas stationed on the inward side and on the top of the ship toward the bow. And then there's the bottommost layer where other crew members can go to rest for the night, as well as further cargo. And in the third layer is where the brig is located.
Okay. I think I would explore like the whole ship and look in like every single one.
Perfect. Yeah. As you're going around. Oh. As you're going around, you're seeing a lot of people just doing general work, making sure ropes are tied up, that everything is accounted for, people cleaning and swabbing the deck, as well as in lower levels. There seems to be a cook on this on the third floor as well that seems to be just in the middle of making a giant stew that is good to go for the rest of the crew. Apart from that, with various goods and foods, you see a lot of non-perishable type foods. With drinks, there appears to be those more the alcoholic variety. Less so water. This is mainly due to the fact that alcohol preserves better than on the open seas than water.
Cool. Okay, yeah, I was just looking everywhere.
It is.
That's where I spend my time.
It is bustling, and you go down into the third floor, and you do see that Solana is still shackled in chains and just thrown into the middle of a corner. Her mouth is also gagged, and she's just sitting there, and she looks up at you and is basically watching you walk back and forth.
Give an awkward wave. I keep looking around.
Perfect. What's everyone else doing?
Crow's Nest.
Crow's Nest. Perfect. As you're going up there, you go quickly fly up. You see that there is another Gerudo. You see that there's another Gerudo currently on the Crow's Nest. She's looking about, seems to have a little bit of a spyglass looking up. She goes, "Oh, can I help you?"
Don't mind me. Continue. I'm just a second pair of eyes, if you will.
Well, that is certainly appreciative. She's looking around, saying, "Honestly, not going to be able to see much around these areas. It's mainly just going to be a endless sea, maybe a little bit of a spit of land every once in a while. That's probably about it."
Well, you never know.
Absolutely not. What brings you on this voyage?
Business. Sorry if I don't really want to talk about it too much.
No, it's quite all right. Lydia made mention that it was more secretive nature.
Well, it is, and frankly, I would prefer the crew not know too much. So, unfortunately, that's all you're getting. It's just business.
Very well. Either way, so she's gonna keep on looking out. I could go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oh. It will be a 23.
23. Nothing really seems to catch your eye. It's vast, endless ocean going over the horizon. You're just hearing a lot of the waves slapping against the hull of the ship. It's basically almost vast emptiness for a long length of time. And we'll go ahead and hop back to you. Ava, Adek, what are you all doing?
What are you doing, Adek?
So number one priority for Attic is being aware of his pouch with the Zora Sapphire in it.
Yes, you currently have the Zora Sapphire. Aaron currently has the book.
So that's number one priority, is making sure that is always on him. He's probably checking it multiple times throughout the day, like going into a corner, just peeking. Yep, still got it. Okay, just making sure it's safe. He wants to make sure that gets to its destination. But at some point, he would probably walk up to Avum, actually.
Oh, yes.
You think everyone here is trustworthy?
Absolutely not.
You see any shifty characters around here?
I mean, I haven't left the room yet. I'm still doing my notes. We haven't really got anywhere. So,
you're gonna leave at some point, right?
Sure. Cizri's left 2 seconds in.
Well, I'm just asking if you've seen anybody.
I'm saying I've been in the room the whole time. I've been doing my notes. I'm about to leave to go to the quartermaster. Do you want me to go check? I'll go check on him.
Just keep it in mind, okay? You don't need to do it right now.
Are you okay? Are you okay? You're a little tense. You need like a shoulder massage?
I mean, if you're offering, but
Yeah, sure. Here we go. It's science brothers. Like sometimes you just. I understand we've been through a lot. So you're worrying about things. It's just gotta let it go. Let it go.
Yeah,
Also,
I mean,
just a little side note. You've checked that bag about 5 times while still in the room. You're kind of bringing attention to it by looking at it more.
okay.
Thank you.
I mean, I dig through my stuff all the time. But
yeah, you're a little hyped up on this one. I get it though.
It's important.
Yeah, just be cool. Just relax a little bit, man.
Yeah, but I mean, if it disappears, I want to know as soon as possible. I don't want it to go be cool for a day and then it's gone for a day and then I look and it's like, wait, it's gone. What did?
Do you know of anything that can take it from you without taking the bag?
If someone knows it's in there.
Who else knows that it's in there? Except Captain, right?
I don't know, but there are shifty people.
We don't know that yet, but I'll find that out.
We do know that there's somebody who ended up taking it initially, right? Or captured the Zora Princess. Who's on board.
That's very true.
And who knows who she could be working with.
That's why I don't trust anybody here. I think things will probably go quite poorly.
Maybe.
I was in the boat to stay on our ship. So yeah, I think you're doing good, but just relax a little bit. It's fine. I will keep an eye on you and watch your back. Sure everything's fine.
Yeah. Speaking of watching my back, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting weird vibes from people. And Lydia was like, "Hey, when you gonna ask out that girl?" And apparently people thought I was flirting with the Zora princess too. Do I like flirt with everybody or something? Do I give like weird vibes to people?
What? No. Ow. I mean, you flirt with my sister, but that's fine.
I do?
I mean, you guys got a little cute thing going on. Fine. Just know.
Just being friendly.
I get that. Just if how to say this nicely. You're doing a good job. Just stay hard to get, and that's how you'll get to know.
What are you talking about?
Just not to be unavailable. Just you're just friends. You know, don't be quite available. You know, because if you go out now, she's gonna get bored and then leave you. You're gonna get broken-hearted. I like you. I think you guys could work. I think
you think I should be with your sister too?
You guys have potential for sure. You're very nice to her. You've made her a lot of things. You guys always hang out. You're nice to each other. She definitely cares about you.
We always hang out. I always hang out with all you guys.
Edek, I don't feel that way about you. I appreciate it. That's very nice. But
Not
I'm really
saying that.
focused on my hobbies. So
If I hung out with the Zora princess, would everyone think I need to be with her?
not necessarily. But you're a good looking lad. She's good looking. Who cares what the captain thinks? She's trying to match make. We have so much life in front of us. What do you have? Like 500, 600 years to go? We have so much time to worry about that later.
Yeah.
What is happening right now?
I have no idea what's happening right now, but I am loving this. Holy crap.
You look like you're doing better. Did I do a good job?
I mean, I feel like I was okay, and then I got more tense, but okay.
Wait, what? Why? Why is that? Is that an issue?
I don't know, just...
Do you not like my sister? Is she not good enough for you?
Uh-oh.
What?
I don't know. I'm just asking. Like,
Choose
what's
your
wrong with
words very
Cizri?
wisely.
I have made very clear I enjoy all of you.
Oh, that's fine. I
All
feel like
right.
we're having a disconnect here. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, this is getting weird. Maybe I'm gonna go for a walk.
Just saying. Okay, that's fine.
I'm confused. I'm so confused.
Look, it's fine. You can just be friends with people. Just some other people are always trying to match make and trying to make something out of nothing. Be yourself. Sounds like that's what you're doing, so you're perfectly fine.
Everyone feels like they're always looking for people to get together. It's so weird, but okay.
Yeah, part of life, I guess.
Hmm.
Do you really want to spend the rest of your life alone?
I don't know.
Also, I'm not just saying this about Cizri, just anybody. Find someone that can trust, ground you. Make sure you don't become something you don't want to become. I think the more you push people away and isolate yourself, more likely to happen.
I feel like I don't push anybody away.
Good. Keep doing that.
All right.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a walk. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks for.
Glad we had a good
Sure.
conversation. I hope your shoulders are nice and untense now.
Just
Not
give
even
it a
more
walk.
tense.
Just walks out and be like, man, that boy is very tense.
Oh, I just got so many flashbacks to like every youth group conversation ever. Like, I just, wow. All right. So we're moving past that, and
Beautiful.
a deck. As you're walking about the deck, Ava Sprite comes out and goes, "What? What was that? What?"
Wait, hold on. So I'm not with Adek. I'm in the room.
Yeah,
You're
no.
saying we're...
Yeah, she's
Oh,
looking
okay,
at you.
okay. Like afterwards?
Yeah, afterwards.
What?
That was interesting.
What? It was, a friend and needed advice and needed someone to just have his back.
I guess so. Do you think he'll be missing this? And she opens up an empty vial.
Put it back.
I will. Just wanted to have a little bit of fun.
Mess with Aaron. Adek's having a hard time right now.
That's fair. You know what? That's a good point. Yeah, you're right.
Also, what else did you take of mine?
Oh, nothing. Just she holds out the pen.
Wondering where that went?
Yep. Well, wait, but we're locked on another ship for potentially a few weeks, and it's just gonna be a
You
lot.
can mess with?
Who?
You can mess with the prisoner. She can't go anywhere.
You're so right. Oh, that's such a good idea. And she goes ahead and flies out. And real quick, thank you all so much for the hype train. So just wanted to break that out. Just say thank you all so much. So apart from that, let's go ahead and head back. A deck. As you're currently walking about the deck, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
A deck on the deck.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to say.
16.
Okay. As you're currently sitting about, just walking, you're looking over the edge of the ship, currently on the port side. Aaron, you also spot this. You see what looks to be almost like a raft that is large in size. Seems to have, Aaron, you especially gather this, where it seems to be a lot of crates around on top of it. And a strange contraption of sorts seems to be almost just generally floating in almost your direction. Seems to be just going wherever the wind decides.
I'm just kind of like taps the Gerudo. Is that is that normal?
She puts her spyglass out and looks and goes, I don't know. It's not a merchant vessel or something used for restocking. But what's weirder is there's a bokoblin on it.
Uh-huh. That worries me. I'm going to take a closer look. And he just takes off towards it.
You go ahead and fly off, flying toward it. A deck everyone sees Aaron heading off towards this raft. What does the deck do? Anything?
For now, I'll just keep an eye on Aaron and see if he needs assistance in any way.
Perfect. So, Aaron, you go ahead and fly on over. And you're looking, and then this red bokoblin with a pig face and just horns is just seemingly going about. He notices you and starts pulling like a crank of sorts on this strange looking box as suddenly music starts to play. And then fireworks start going off. And he looks up at you and says, "Oh, you want to you want to buy. You want to buy from Zugs."
What do you have for sale?
Oh, Zugs has many wares.
Like,
And he just goes back and he just goes over and suddenly just opens up a random crate and he just starts pulling out random things like various ancient gears and various foods, random foods. He says, like this rope. It used to be 50 feet, now it's only 25. Nice cut rope.
anything else?
Oh, let's see. What does Zugs have? Zugs has many things, many trinkets, many goods. If you don't have rupees, we can trade.
Well, it does kind of depend what you have.
So yeah, he points it out. Mainly, he has typically a lot of various assortments of rations as well as basic goods. Usually, there's here's this one. Here's a single arrow, as well as this dagger that appears to need to be may need to be sharpened.
Yes, it does.
He goes, it's basically trash. And as you're looking at this strange device, it looks to be almost like that of like a claw. And you see that a bit of a rope is attached to it with a device to be able to have it go down. So you know that basically this bokoblin, you're able to put two and two together. This bokoblin is basically just a garbage person in the sea and just picking stuff out and then peddling it on this raft.
Well, I think I'm good for today. Thank you.
Oh, well, if you want to buy any more from Zugs, then you can just go ahead and find me. I am all across the Great Sea. I go where the wind takes me.
Sure you do. Have a good day, my friend.
Zugs bids you farewell as he keeps just suddenly just goes back onto the thing and music starts and starts playing once again as you basically start to leave. Fireworks going off once more. Your fly speed is a lot faster than this raft. He comes back unharmed and everyone on the ship is very much watching this unfold because this raft was just sending off fireworks.
Anything good?
No.
Oh. You sure?
He picks up trash from the ocean.
I pick up trash from the land.
You know what? That's probably a fair point. I did see a few ancient gears though. If you were interested in that.
There's ancient gears?
Kind of disregarded them, yeah. But yeah.
What?
Do you want me to go back? I can grab them for you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, okay. He just goes back real quick and just asks for the ancient gears and nothing else.
Oh, you want ancient gears from Zugs? Well, I can certainly give that to you. What do you have to trade? Or do you have the rupees?
My rupees are you asking for?
Let's see. Well, I did find these. The rupees, I could go ahead, this gear in particular, and this screw, I could go ahead and sell for, let's say about 35 rupees.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could trade, if you have an equal trade.
Even just
I have
looks up.
arrows.
There's a disturbance in the force.
I have arrows.
How many arrows?
How many do you need?
Zugs don't need many arrows, but I could trade for, let's see, 10 arrows.
Sure. One moment.
Yeah. So, as you hand out the 10 arrows and hand over the one screw and one ancient gear, you are given equal trade, in his eyes anyway.
He flies back. Not even a second word from Zugs. I think there you go.
You got him?
Yep.
Thanks. Do I owe
Only
you
costing me
anything?
10. Just Daros. It's fine.
Oh, wow. So 1 gear and 1 screw.
All right. I'll be right back.
Yep.
That's dopers.
Das dopers. So, a deck makes his way up into the crow's nest and is going to spend the rest of his time up there, keeping a lookout for any other strange oddities that you all may come across. Well, Cizri, what have you been...
Did you mean Aaron?
I'm Aaron. Yes, I meant Aaron.
Sorry. I just wanted to make sure.
No, you are 100% right, Aaron. So with that, Cizri, what have you been doing this whole time while exploring and potentially even hearing the fireworks go off?
Did I find anything interesting?
Go ahead and make for me an investigation check.
Oh, that's actually pretty decent. Yeah, 18.
18. Let's see. As we're looking throughout the ship, you find basic stuff, but to you would be very interesting. The thing that definitely catches your eyes are these massive weapons of war known as ballistas that are positioned and built into the side of the ship to where they're able to fire out long ways into other oncoming other ships that they may come across. This is probably the thing that catches your eye the most. Other things you're able to find are barrels of black powder of sorts. This is somewhat familiar to you.
My gunpowder keg! It's just
Yes.
been in my backpack this whole time.
Yes, it has been.
What? Oh. You have...
It's my bag.
Oh,
Made
that's
me hold it.
Oh, you're holding it. Yeah.
That's right. So you're able to find that, and you look to see what looks to be a strange device that you can't really make out what it is, and various toolkits. But then another chest looks to be things that almost like blue balls with a wick out of it.
Ooh. Okay. I'm just like looking through all of it and looking at the ballista. And yeah, I'd probably come back up, see who's around.
As you're walking back up, you just hear, "Find anything interesting?"
Who said that?
You look,
Turn around.
and you turn around, and you see the figure that you've seen once before, adorned in purple robes that has basically etchings of yellow/gold. He has red, long tufts of hair poking out of his hood and purple eyes. You recognize this as Aster.
Oh, right. Oh, I did actually. You guys have some very cool things. Like, what was those arrows with the black stuff on it? What was that?
Oh, you're talking about the ballistas. The ballistas are things that Lydia and other captains will use in order to fire upon other ships. Some have things that use black powder, but those are not as common. But regardless, I take it you also found our bombs?
Is that what those were? Those looked fun.
They
Why do you have a bunch of bombs?
Well, they are very useful for when sieging other targets.
Oh. Well, that's cool. Just have a box of them all the time.
A box, yes, all the time.
Oh. Neat. So, how long have you been working for Lydia?
I've been working for Lydia about 5 years, give or take.
Do you enjoy it? I can't tell.
I am her vizier. I'm I enjoy it.
Vizier. That's a light realm term I am not familiar with. Vizier?
My apologies. Right-hand man, if you will. Provide insight, potential
Oh.
guidance, that sort of thing.
Very cool. So what's the best thing that you have given her guidance for?
Truthfully, Lydia does not need that much guidance, but as far as everything else, I certainly helped her in assisting decision to make it this way up to Zora's domain.
Oh. Any reason?
Figured it would be the best case scenario and also avoid a potential conflict with Zora's domain. Considering we're just humble pirates, we cannot really hope to match the might of Zora's domain and any of its allies.
True. Yeah, you don't give off the normal pirate aesthetic, so I almost forgot you were one. How did you become a pirate?
I more so joined the ranks of the Gerudo pirates, more so by, they gave me the ability to access various knowledge that other mage academies wouldn't let me study.
Oh. There's things that they won't let you study?
Yes, but let's not talk about that. Regardless, what do you
I
enjoy
guess
most
not.
about
That's
the light
fine.
world?
Oh my gosh, everything. Everything. I love the ocean. I love the sky. I love the stars. I love the mountains. I love the woods. I love the grass. I love the sun. Everything. Everything.
You are quite eccentric. Has anyone told you that?
Eccentric? Well, thank you. I'd like to think so.
Quite. Well, either way, I think that Lydia has requested my presence. I just noticed that you were walking around the galley, so I figured I would inquire as to what you were doing and see if maybe the prisoner has talked at all.
Oh, she can't talk. She's just sitting down there.
Certainly. Well, in that case, I'll bid you farewell. Cizri, was it?
Cizri, you did it. Good job.
Thank you. As he just slowly makes his way up. And I imagine you follow suit behind him as...
Yeah.
Basically everyone, unless Avum, are you currently up on deck at this point, or...
He was making his way down to the quartermaster, but if there's a meeting called, we'll head up there.
There's not really a meeting called. With the quartermaster, you are easily pointed to where the quartermaster is located. You are introduced to a fairly tall Gerudo, standing almost about 6.5 foot. And she is absolutely ripped. With a giant, almost stone battle axe, great axe on her back. And she goes, "Oh, well, you are, Avum?"
Ah, yes. Avum. I apologize, I don't have the pleasure of making your acquaintance.
Chandwin.
Say that again?
Chandwin.
Chandwin. What such a delight. You are exquisite. You look like you could throw me 50 of these ships.
You're probably not wrong. I probably could throw something like that.
While he's walking down here and as he's like talking, he's like looking around. Is there anything broken? Anything that can be fixed? Anything that can be mended real quick to help her out?
Yeah, go and make a perception check.
It's normal, right? There's not like super bright.
Well, you also have the glasses.
The glasses, true. That's true. 13.
13. As you're looking around, you do see the occasional bit of beam that will probably need to be repaired, as well as a little bit of rope that seems to be fraying just ever so slightly.
Oh, well, Chandwin, such a delight. I figured I would make myself a little useful. You see, I just came across a little project of mine. Unfortunately, cost me something great. So I'm looking potentially for any waste materials of wood or metal that you might be willing to part with, and I'd be more than happy to work for it. Maybe fix some things here, and he kind of reaches out to the first beam and casts mending.
Well, that is certainly good to know. I was going to actually head on up and see what other skills your companions had, because, well, while you're going to be aboard this vessel, you're not necessarily going to be guests. You will be put to work. So that is certainly good to know, that you can fix things.
Are we not guests? I thought we're just riding.
Oh.
We're working? We have our own ride. We don't have to. I mean, I don't mind working. I'm just saying.
That may be how Linebeck runs his ship, but that's not necessarily how we run. No,
that's fine. I'd be more than happy to join in. I'm just was quite surprised that that's being assumed, not requested. But that's all right. I am here to have fun and get my sea legs below me, and Chandwend, you and I will be quite the friends. I'm more than helpful to... I just wonder, do you have any potential items for spares to fix things with?
Spares to fix things with, it depends upon the thing. We always have occasional...
Reaches out a broken gun.
She looks and goes, ha! A pistol. It
doesn't need to... It could be like raw materials, too. I have a friend who can help shape things.
As far as things like that, metals and woods, I don't know much about pistols and firearms and that kind of thing. I tend to be more, well, up close and personal, if you catch my drift.
Rightfully so. I mean, it's just a child's toy with this thing, really. No, but really, just like raw materials, though, that we could study, maybe carve into to help fix this. It doesn't have to be anything specific. But if you don't, that's fine.
I can certainly speak with the captain to see if there's anything that we can part with.
That would be, like, starts putting away. That would be greatly amazing. And he, like, reaches out to a cannon and just kind of, like, mends the wick.
Yeah, there's no cannon. There's no cannon. It's a ballista.
Just kidding. A ballista and help with the rope that's fraying.
He looks and goes... She looks down and goes... I mean, I saw you do that with the pillar, but thank you. Regardless,
I'm helping to fix more things, because, you know, I know that you would put in a good word for my requests. Hopefully.
Make a persuasion check, we'll say, at this point.
See, it works when he doesn't put on the charm.
She looks and goes... Well, I will certainly see what Lydia has to say if there's anything that we can part with. But regardless, knowing that you are so capable in fixing these things, we'll definitely know where to put you in terms of work. Tell me...
Paid work, right? Of course.
No.
Well, then that would be... either volunteer work or indentured servitude, yes?
As far as we're concerned, the payment that you're getting will be from King Sidon.
Okay. Except we're not working for him, are we? I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna go. It's fine. Let's go to that meeting. That kind of way. Turns around.
She nods and you all walk up to the top of the deck. There's some people generally gathered as Lydia makes her way up to the helm. You all are there listening in on the conversation as Lydia rings a bell and there's silence over everyone. Lydia looks over everyone and says, well, we are but half a day's into this journey. I'm not sure what lies ahead of us, but what I do know is that the mission that we are on is of great importance. Due to various reasons, I cannot be open with a lot of the details. All I can say is that our our mission is of great importance. We're here to head to Zora's domain, to deliver a traitor in our midst. There's slight murmurings amongst the crowd. What I can tell you is that Solana had kidnapped the Zora princess known as Mira. Doing so was almost that of a commitment of an act of war on Zora's domain. And so, we are headed there in hopes to return the princess to her rightful home and turn over the traitor of Solana so that our way of life may maintain.
Is there anyone reacting weird to this?
Go ahead and make insight checks.
That's a good idea.
25.
25.
17.
17. Did anyone else roll insight?
Be watching, I think, just for funsies.
Okay. Go make insight checks.
15.
7.
15, 7. Cizri, you are just like you are normally are, just infatuated with everything going on around
Just
you.
exciting.
Long for the ride.
You're
this
like,
is a good time.
yeah, Cizri, you're just more excited about the idea of my first captain's speech and like just excited about the idea of finally living out something that you probably read in one of your books.
There you go.
So
Pretty accurate.
with everyone else that got a 15 or higher, you're examining kind of the crowd. Most of the crew seems to be fairly on board and almost nodding along. You gather that this is the bulk of the crew that is very loyal to Lydia. Most likely even flew under her colors before she took up the mantle as queen. Aster just has a blank face, not expressive at all, just existing at this point. Other Gerudo amongst the crowd are just more puzzled and questioning a lot of things as to what, almost you gather as to what is she not fully on telling us. But there does seem to be still trust behind the eyes, and you gather this Avum that every single one of them trusts Lydia, but some of them are definitely questioning what isn't she telling us.
Cool. Then Avum's just kind of probably positioning himself to keep an eye on a deck and make sure no one's making any attempts to at his bag or anything like that.
Yeah. She's looking around and says, regardless, what we're going to do here will assure that our way of life will be able to be maintained. We are about 2 weeks out. We will restock at Zora's domain, and then we shall make our way back and continue our way of life. We have currently 4 passengers with us. They will be... Yeah, they all wave. Some of them just give slight nods. They will be assisting us in various tasks. You 4, if Shenwen asks you to do anything, please listen to her. We will need your assistance on this crew. We are intentionally light. So anything that we need will be of great assistance.
You got it.
And with that, everyone, back to your posts. Ship's not going to sail itself. And
Oh, good captain's speech. That was really good.
she walks up to you for thank you, Cizri.
Of course.
So, how have you all been enjoying, the voyage on the Flying Modulga so far?
Oh, it's been great.
Yeah. You have a lot of cool stuff downstairs. Like those bombs, those are great. I want to see one of those go off. And that ballista, is what it's called. Yeah, that is very cool.
Well, hopefully you won't have to see one of the bombs go off.
Oh, yeah.
We're hoping not to have to use them, Cizri.
Well, to just use them for fun is what I'm saying.
That would
Not
be
like in a dire situation, of
That would be an extra-
course.
that would be a waste of supplies that we probably shouldn't risk.
Well, then, if we're done, then we can set one off.
I'm actually kind of curious to see how they
Thank you.
activate as well.
Yeah, they're mean, I've never
Thank you.
seen one, Aaron. I'm sorry. You must have 400 bombs back at your house in the light realm, wherever you are from, but we don't have that where I'm from, so it's very exciting for me.
So, bit of context, Aaron. Rito are specifically known for bomb arrows, so she's actually not half off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's like, wrong.
Okay.
So,
By the way.
Oh, good.
Oh, sorry. No.
No, it's fine. Please.
Oh, okay. Well, Lydia, I had a question for you. So, did you ever find out from Solana downstairs why she was transporting those crystal things?
no, I was going to give her a few days.
Want me to give it a shot?
Solana has a great will. We're going to try to break her through other means.
Oh, like what are you talking about?
Lack of food.
Oh. Harsh?
It's something.
Okay.
It's something I do not wish to do at all. But
Effective if you're patient. Oh, camera.
Good.
Didn't even do anything.
It's something I don't wish to do at all. I don't wish to treat any of my people in this manner. But
She already just didn't want to talk to you or something?
no.
Yeah, I actually forgot that she was even down there until I was talking to your right-hand man, and he said something about, like, I just want to make sure the prisoner didn't talk or something, so... Or the prisoner said something what they said, so... And I was like, you know what? That would be a great idea to talk to her.
Why
And-
would he not want the prisoner to talk?
Well, he just said, I wanted to know what they said if they said something to you. That's what he said.
My guess is it was a misspeak originally. When
I probably am saying it wrong. Like, it was all a blur. I was just excited to meet someone else.
it's fine. Aster was probably asking if the prisoner had talked.
Had what?
Had talked. So
Yeah, that's what he was asking.
Yeah. So my guess is he wanted to know if the prisoner talked because he's my right-hand man. He's my guide and just wants to see if she was saying anything.
Yeah. By the way, what's his secret magic or something? He was talking about he learns some fun magic. And then he changed the subject. So I was wondering if you'd tell me instead.
She's looking around saying, his type of magic, the one that he was learning is really only that potentially even Gerudo or darker origins can't necessarily obtain it. From my understanding. That's when I found him. But he seems to have shifted away from that. Either way, he is of good mind. Doesn't mean I necessarily trust him and everything, but he's able to point in at least another perspective.
All right. Interesting. So what were you saying, Ave? I'm sorry. I just was...
Oh, it's perfectly fine. Mine was probably not going to be quite easily received. I just understood we're supposed to be working for no pay. Is that correct? We're not just guests.
We're getting a ride?
We had a
Yeah.
ride.
Avum, how come I expected that? I don't know why I expected you to think that.
I'm not saying it's bad. I was just curious. It wasn't told to us before.
Lydia, please forgive my brother. He likes to barter
That's rude.
everyone on the entire planet.
I
So-
apologize if we're expected to work for free. It's just, I think that's ruder than me asking for it.
I mean, it might be rude for someone to giving you a free ride to be like, why do I have
Also,
to help
Ava.
you with...
Well, when we had our own boat, it's
Oh,
not like it
slower.
was needed.
Slower, Avum.
I understand why we're on here.
Avum, just perspective. They're working with a smaller crew than would be feasible for this ship. They need all hands on deck. Pardon.
The
I just really wanted to use
are
the
on
phrase.
here. Yes, actually.
It's a good one.
I just really wanted to.
This was a good one. I'm not
Regardless.
trying to be rude. Again, I'm expressing my price. That's all. Not saying I'm not willing to work.
There's many reasons as to why. One, you four are not pirates.
Aw.
You're not technically a part of my crew. In order to fall under that, you have to be signed onto my crew, which therefore would brand you all as pirates, and would limit the possibility you all being able to go into specific areas. That's why there's no pay.
Great. So we're not part of your crew.
Oh, you're still going to be working.
I'm just saying, as a businessman, does
We
that
will
and
help you.
as captain of this ship, you will do what you're told, or people on the ship will keel haul you.
Shall what?
Keel haul.
Heel haul.
What is keel haul?
You are tied by the ankle and thrown overboard to slam against the bottom of the ship endlessly until you are
Oof.
dead.
Huh. Glad we took this ship instead of ours. Sounds great.
You good now?
She's gonna look at you, Avum, and say, Avum, bit of words of wisdom.
Oh, yes.
Mind how you speak to some people. What you may perceive as words of wisdom or helping may come across as condescending, as though you know better than anyone else in a given situation.
I've heard that quite often.
And the fact that you do not learn from it means that you lack wisdom.
That is also true. Sorry, that was a little metagame. My bad. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So
Statistically speaking, yes.
she looks and goes, I will do everything I can to protect you all. I know the value of everything that we carry. But just words of wisdom. Mind how you speak to some people. What you mean intended for good come across as arrogant and prideful.
I think that's quite wise.
And also, I want you all to work, because if you're working, you're not going to attract that much attention.
And we can keep an eye on things because we'll be all over doing stuff.
Quite certainly.
Mm-hmm.
That is the other reason. It will allow you a chance, an opportunity to be able to keep an eye out for any suspicious figures without catching attention.
I thought you
Shanwin,
trusted everybody on this ship.
we're pirates. Best not to trust
Also
anybody.
fair. That actually makes me feel better. Thank you. Good answer. Good. All right.
Well, then she says, well, the sun is getting low. I'm going to make for my chambers for the evening. You all are free to walk the deck. You'll most likely be receiving a night watch rotation at some point. Probably work that way throughout the rest of the voyage. Only a few people will be up at that night, just watching, keeping an eye out for everything that may be going on at the night.
Oh yeah, I
Security-
can do that.
I'm sorry. What's the prisoner's name again?
Solana,
Solana. Sorry.
you're fine.
What's the security looking on Solana?
There are always 2 guards on her at all times. There will be a constant rotation.
Would it be okay if I was part of that rotation?
I can certainly speak with Shanwin to see what she can do to get you onto that rotation. You'll always be stationed with one other person.
Shannon and I are good friends already. worked and fixed things for her without pay. So just saying, I'm ahead of the ball.
Good job, Avum.
Just saying, everyone is
Good job. You
assuming
did a great
that-
job.
See?
Yeah. Very proud of you.
You're welcome. I didn't say that for pride. I'm just saying I'm getting along with it.
Very well. That's good. Either way, seems that you already found your position. My guess is, Aaron, you will be stationed also in the crow's nest at some point. If you could at some point let either one of you, any one of you, let her know what you all can do, and she will put you into that specific area.
What can I do? Lineback says I still need work on my knots.
Well, if you want to learn
I don't know.
If you want to learn how to do that, then we can certainly set you up into that area. Someone can be alongside you, teaching you along how to tie those ropes.
Yeah, whatever you guys want me to do.
Perfect. And you, Adek, I'm assuming that you'd be along the lines of fixing things?
Yeah, I mean, just the mechanical running of the ship and keeping it going.
Excellent. Well, in that case, I'll inform this to Shandwind, and you'll most likely get your rotations the following morning as to what you'll be doing. Again, you will have moments of where you'll be working, then you'll have a time off, and then you'll have a moment where you'll be sleeping, and then probably some nights you'll be on night watch. Perfect.
Awesome.
We have 2 weeks ahead.
Wonderful.
2 weeks ahead of us. Hopefully we'll be able to find out something. And with
Do
that,
you have any more of that tea?
I believe I do. Would you like some?
I mean, of course, it's delicious.
I imagine that we have some in the galley. I imagine the cook down there will be able to whip something up for you.
Perfect. Great to drink some tea and tinker away.
Excellent. Well, if there's anything else you'll need, I'll be in my quarters for the evening, mapping out a further path.
Sure.
Right. She turns away, heads into the captain's quarters. What do you all do?
But we don't have jobs tonight. It's just
Not yet.
whatever. So
I will be
Being a pirate
completely
sucks,
honest.
everybody.
What?
Said being a pirate sucks.
Evan,
I
it's
think it's
2
pretty
weeks.
solid.
It's 2 weeks. You'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah?
Also, I will be 100% honest. I trust no one on this ship.
No one.
Rude.
Not
What
even
about me?
you. Then what about me?
Okay, if I was telling you guys I don't trust you, I wouldn't just be saying it.
Well, I don't know, because apparently there's a lot of things you say that you don't mean. I mean, it gets confusing after a while.
I seriously need to just sit down with you guys and just workshop.
We need
Well,
to
that's what you say all the
responsibility.
time. You never
That's
do. I mean,
I've
maybe
never had time to.
We
we
have time
sit about
tonight
on the
before
ship
we
all
work.
day.
Regardless, I trust you guys. I
Oh,
trust
that's good.
no one else.
Not even
I'll
Lydia.
be. Not even Lydia.
She's great. Attic, you trust her, don't you?
Yeah, I trust Lydia.
Yeah, so there we go.
Which is why I'm willing to go with it. I'm not putting all my cards on that, all my money on that hand.
So, I mean, we'll just keep an eye out, I guess. Everyone seemed okay to me, though. So far.
You didn't pick up on weird vibes from that right-hand man.
Oh, no, he seemed fine.
That's
Why, do you think it's weird?
Yeah, do you think he's weird?
I think if anyone's going to try anything, it'll be him.
Is it just because he wears a hood over his head?
I wear a hood
well,
all
I
the
mean,
time.
it could also be the thing of secret magic and not willing to talk about it.
Well,
Yeah.
if you do have trust issues with him, he's the one who came up with his idea. That's what Lydia said.
Exactly.
He did say
So-
that to me as well, yes.
Why put the trust in someone that is forcing this way, the one that he wanted? He could be setting up something.
It's for now. Let's just say he's a person of interest.
Yeah. Because if we go too far, if he's just a nice guy, then we're going to feel very guilty.
100%.
Not if we don't do anything. Why would I feel guilty for thinking he could do wrong?
Like talking behind their back,
Just
I'm not talking bad about him. I'm just saying I don't trust him.
be cautious.
But I will have to say, I just got a licking. If I am right about all this, I do want a pat on the back from everybody.
Oh, I'll give you a pat on the back.
Thank you. Just putting that out there. Take
I
one for the
also
team
want to
on
say,
this.
just because somebody may have old ties that are bad doesn't mean they're a bad guy now.
That's right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's definitely good to remember that.
I'm just saying,
That's
be
not why I'm
cautious.
judging, but sure, yeah.
Be cautious around the people you're with. You
Oh,
don't
of
know.
course. Looks at his bag and kind of holds it close to him.
Also, don't do that.
Please stop doing that.
What am I supposed to do? Just hang it out and leave it
Yeah,
around?
You want
just
me-
make it
Be
seem like
normal.
nothing is in that bag.
Oh, attic. Wait, how big is it, by the way?
Just a sec.
Is anybody watching us right now on deck having this
Right.
conversation?
Go and make a perception check.
Natty 20, 26.
No,
Yeah, 22.
22, 26? Anyone else making perception checks? All
I
right.
think we got it covered.
Yeah. As you're all kind of scanning, there's a lot of people are just general chatting. There's a few people just talking while working, tying knots and tying things off. One person's sitting down, drinking, also drinking. Another person drinking like a cup of coffee. The one that seems to definitely catch your eye as they seem to be walking about is that they stop for a moment is Chandwin. She looks, stops for a moment, notices you all standing conversing, and then walks away.
Attic,
Actually, like her.
would you want to switch off on some? Would that make you feel better? Or you could tie it to yourself,
I mean, it is tied to myself now.
like extra. You could tie it around your neck. No, that would look dumb. I don't know.
I'm playing it cool. I mean, that's what I did. I play it cool.
Ooh, you did that with your neck though.
Okay,
So
I'm just gonna go down to the room and work on stuff. That's what I'm more comfortable doing.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you think too much about playing it cool, it probably gets in your head. So just be normal, you, and you'll do great.
Okay.
Just when you get nervous, think about all the projects you're doing.
That's what I'm gonna be doing as I'm working on projects. I'm gonna go get some tea and start working.
So Adek heads down to the galley to go ahead and pick up some tea and start working on projects. What's everyone else doing?
I'm pulling Cizri aside for a second.
Okay.
I'm going
Sure.
down to Solana. I'm checking on security.
So T and Avum. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start with Avum and Cizri, and then we'll jump to you two.
So I know I can be a drab at times, and I know right now I'm not making the best of friends. Just want to let you know, Adek is very uptight about things right now. I think it's kind of clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was clear as day that he liked you, so I said that. Yes. Just want to let you know. So you just being nice right there, I think it made him a little more awkward because now he's like super worried about it. He's just trying to be friends with everyone right now.
That's the reason why I haven't been talking
Right.
to him about this, because
That's
it's
very
just gonna
true.
get in his head. This
Yup.
has been a whole strategic thing that's been going on, and I
That's
think
what
you
I
just
figured.
blew it up.
I didn't blow it up. It's fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah, you
But
might as well taken one of the
could've-
bombs that was down in
I-
the ship and just blown up this whole
It could have
thing.
been a love bomb. You don't know. It's fine. But
And I thought you
apparently
said I'm not
Lydia-
gonna do anything anyway. So why were you trying to set
that's
something
very
up?
true. I was
that
not
wasn't
saying.
even
I was
supposed
not
to-
trying to say anything. I was just commenting on a observation.
This
It
is
was
such a
part of-
sibling thing,
It was
too.
in context, but I want to let you know so you don't make it worse. Also, Lydia was also like making it worse, thinking like, oh, he's flirting with me or flirting with you. So he's like super. It's in his head. So
All right,
uh,
I'll talk to him.
yes,
Try
thank
and
you.
salvage this whole situation.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yep.
letting me know, though.
You're welcome.
That's
Was
such a
that-
sibling
Was
argument.
this
I love it.
condescending, by the way? I just want to double.
How you just talked to me?
Yes.
I don't know. I was too busy yelling at you to notice
Okay, that's fair.
personally,
Well,
so I'm not sure.
well, then I'll take it as not condescending and being a good friend and good brother.
Okay.
That one I heard it on that one just a little bit, but that was
You're catching it.
self-aware condescension.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to Attic. Maybe no. You know what? I'm gonna give him 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna go
Oh yeah,
talk
give
to him.
him a while for sure. Make it natural. You guys are so cute together.
Oh my! Well,
That was a joke. Come on.
about to say.
It's a boot to the back of the head.
It's specifically from like Chadwin, just out of nowhere, a boot just comes flying out of frame.
I'm not on shift yet.
Okay.
You're about to be.
I love.
Oh,
So-
man.
Have fun.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So-
So I wait an hour and then I go down to talk to Attic and stuff.
Perfect. We'll go ahead and jump over to a deck because it's probably gonna be a little quicker than with Solana potentially. As a deck, you head down to the galley and you see this older Gerudo with just pure white hair just put up into a massive, almost like 80s style type bob type hair, hunched back, and she's going over just saying, "Can I help you?" Just one just wild eye and one that's almost shut. She's looking at you just crazily saying, "Can I help you?"
Hi there. I'm looking for tea.
What kind of tea are you looking for?
Well, whatever the name was of the tea that I had with Lydia, I forget what it was, but
That would be Heartsbane. The tea from that of the Scrudo Sands. Yes, 1 second. And she goes.
Spain.
Yeah. She goes and just comes out and just goes, there's this giant tub, and she just slams it down to the counter and goes, you want 1 cup?
Do you have like a kettle and I can just refill from there?
1 second. Boom. And she goes, here's the kettle. I want it back. Tomorrow morning. Here.
You got it. Thank you.
Yes. I know when my kettle's gone. Grammy always knows.
Grammy does always.
You got it, Grammy.
And then she just goes back and just starts chopping up food.
Grammy would know if a tea kettle's missing.
And we were able to make the tea very well. Considering you are Sheikah, this is something that's basically ritually taught to you on a consistent basis. So you know how to make the tea very well. And you go ahead with that and tinker away. I'm going to check your project list.
4, yep.
At this point, I should just have your thing open. Project 4. Got it. Okay, so you do have some bits, and go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Intelligence? Or tinkering?
Tinkering, so intelligence and proficiency.
Okay. Just because I get the +1 because of the feather too, or the hair too, so want to make sure. 21.
So a lot of this is using a lot of the blueprints that Robbie also gave to you. You're able to scan around and basically start to outline and put the technology together. You know that this will take you a while because the technology is almost brand new and having to fuse it into your armor. But you are definitely getting to the expanding on the blueprints that Robbie provided and filling in gaps where he may have been missing for artificer type technology.
Sweet. So yeah, I'll just spend some time tinkering around with that. Maybe start making some of the central point where it would come out from, and then definitely work on understanding how it works because I may want to use it for something else in the future.
Perfect. And with that, Aaron, you make your way down to the brig, and you see 2 Gerudo with giant glaives standing by the bars, and they look at you, and one says, "Halt! State your business.
Don't mind me. I'm just here. I'm just here to check on the prisoner.
You look and you just see Solana just curled up into a corner. She is bound completely in chains and gagged as well, and she just looks up at you with her golden eyes and just is just watching you.
Well. Would it be okay if I sat here for a bit?
The guard slightly nods, saying, "We have an idea of who you are. You may go ahead and sit."
Thank you.
Is
It's actually just going to be like an extra hand just in case.
perfect. So at that point, go ahead and make a perception check.
21.
21. During that shift, is there any length of time that you're going to be sitting here?
Essentially, he's well. Essentially, he's kind of more curious, like how long the rotation is.
Gotcha. So the initial guards will tell you that they've been here for probably about an hour. And you're sitting there for a decent amount of time. There's no movement. The boat is rocking back and forth. There's slight creaks as the ropes are pulling on the side of the ship, or the ropes are pulling tight to hold everything into place. And you gather that the rotation is about four hours in total, as 3 hours pass before another rotation happens. As two more Gerudo come down, they exchange the glaives, and the other one go and take some rest.
Not to be rude, but may I ask what your names are?
Certainly, yes. My name. The two new guards look and saying, "My name is Sandra," and the other one says, "And my name is Alex."
Sorry, I just want to be familiar with who I will be working with, because I'm going to try to get into part of the rotation as well.
Well, that is more than likely doable. The more guards we have, the better. Especially keeping an eye on this one.
What's her story, anyways?
Well, as far as we know, just a Gerudo that lost her way from the desert. Found her way to the fort, wearing something around her neck. Couldn't recognize it. And that's really about it. She's climbed her way up to being a captain, and, well, you're rather ruthless, aren't you? And she just gives a slight glare in as her brows just furrow at that, saying, "Probably one of the more vicious of the pirates out of our crew."
Around her neck, what was it? Can you describe it?
Something almost akin to what you would call like that of a holy symbol. It appeared to be squid-like.
Does she have it on her, or does someone else have it?
Go and make a perception check.
Natty 20. 26.
You're looking, and you look over, and the symbol around her neck is definitely out. It's kind of slumped over across the chains, and it definitely appears as described. It looks to be that of almost completely like an actual squid.
Any idea what that could mean?
No idea. Are you proficient in religion at all?
One moment, I can tell you. No.
Okay, then you have no idea what this would represent.
Well, I think that will be all for now. Thank you.
Certainly. So you head on up, and at this point, it is pitch blackout. Cizri, an hour passes, and you head on down to Adek's room. Adek, you hear a slight knock on the door.
Yeah, hello?
It's Cizri.
Hi. Are we all staying in this room together? You don't need to knock.
Are we?
Yeah, you'd probably be staying in the same room. There's definitely bunked beds up, but yeah.
I didn't know if you were in
On
the.
the door.
I just like swing. Yeah, I just swing over there. I didn't know if you were in the zone or not.
Oh, I mean, you're welcome to come in whenever you want.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. What you working on? I like go over and sit next to him.
Were you there when I was talking to Robbie about getting a shield that shoots out of my armor?
I think so.
Yeah, so that's what I'm working on.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be dopers.
Is it? Are you gonna be done by the time we get there? Or like, is it gonna take you a long time?
2 weeks? Maybe. Depends on how much progress I can make.
Ooh, that's exciting.
I think I'm getting it. I think I understand what Robbie has down here.
Nice.
But I think I have to expand on it a little bit.
Oh, I'm excited to see it. This one you actually said what you were working on too. You didn't keep it a secret.
We already knew about it, so it works.
Oh, there we go. Hey, so Attic told me he talked to you.
I talked to you?
He said at it.
Dang it! I didn't even catch it. Sorry. That's the rewind sound. Avum
Okay.
told me. Avum told me that he talked to you. And that it was awkward. So I'm here to do some damage control.
Yeah. Okay. He talked to you about what we talked about. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was fine, and then you brought it back.
Okay. Yeah. What about it?
Just breathe. We're good. I think
I'm good.
you're fine. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't expect you to freak out when I brought this up this much. Hey, we're friends, right? We're friends.
Yeah, we're friends. Yeah.
I have not been sitting around thinking that you like me.
Perception check. No, I'm just-
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
Oops, sorry.
Sometimes Avum can try to orchestrate things and try to make things happen. So
I'm
I'm
trying to set us up.
He might be a little bit.
Did you talk
I'm
to
not
Lydia
sure.
about that?
Oh, no. I didn't hear anything about Lydia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
I mean, all Avum told me was that he mentioned that we might be a thing and how you were like, oh no, and so I
mean,
just wanted
not
to...
like, oh no, like,
Yeah.
Cizri's the worst person in the world who would ever like Cizri. It's not like that at all.
Oh, I know. Attic. Listen,
Okay.
I think you are amazing, all right? But I made up my mind that I'm not gonna be going after anybody to date because I'm having way too much fun. Like, I had a bunch of boyfriends back in the shadow room, but a lot of the reason was because I was just bored. But, and I was trying to get to know people, see if we had the same interests, things like that. We just weren't compatible, so then, it just didn't work. But now I'm doing so many things, I don't need to worry about that.
All right.
So, there's no pressure. Yeah?
Nope, no pressure at all. Yeah. We're friends. I think you're pretty great too. So yeah, we're friends.
Yeah, okay. So just, if people make comments, just ignore them. If people think that, if everyone thinks that we like each other, just ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, you okay?
Just don't let it get in your head.
Sure.
Okay.
Mhm.
Can I insight him? Like, did that seem to help at all?
Totally it is that.
Sure. Go ahead and make an insight check, and a deck. You can let me know if it's enough.
Sure.
Yeah, you know a deck's mental state in this instance better than I ever could.
Yeah. I got a 23.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 for my deception. He is awkward
It didn't help.
right now. He is uncomfortable.
It's actually, no, it didn't help.
Okay.
Perfect.
I just like sit back on like the heels of my hands because I was like sitting on the floor and I'm like, okay, what's going to help you in this moment? If we just drop this and never talk about it again?
Sure, that sounds great. Yes.
Yes, I was hoping to clear the air and make you feel better, but it seems like I did the exact opposite. So
I'm good. We're friends, and we're gonna be friends and travel together and fight things and save the world. Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Is there a reason you're freaking out?
No, I'm just not very good with this stuff, so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So anyway, tell me a little more about your shield, and I just immediately flip the subject.
Just full on ripcord out of that conversation and just. So you
Can Avon show up 30 minutes later and be like, hey, it's how the lovebirds doing?
if Mark and Rachel are okay with that, sure.
That's fine.
Sure. So that definitely happens. Avon, you come back and just, hey, how's everyone doing?
How's the lovebirds doing?
Mm-mm.
Oh, did you not have the not go? I'm gonna go find the
No,
quartermaster.
we're talking about a shield. We're talking about a shield,
The
Avon.
shield looks
You want to
great.
talk about the shield?
Gotta
Okay,
go.
let's talk about that.
And he leaves to the quartermaster.
Perfect. As you leave to go ahead to the quartermaster, Avon, you find Aaron making his way onto the top of the deck. The boat is walking. You both meet. Go ahead and make perception checks for me.
19, I think. 19.
23.
23. You both look and nod at each other, and you see Aster walking down holding a hooded lantern, making his way below deck as he kind of looks back and forth, and he heads below deck. And that's what we'll pick up after break.
Dun, dun, dun.
Perfect. So we'll go ahead and take break now, as we'll pick up right here after that very chaotic first half, and I absolutely am here for it. I love it.
Headache.
Poor Haddock. Oh,
Dramatic.
he has been through so much these past 2 sessions. Wow. Anyway, we'll go ahead and be here back in about 10 minutes, so 8:45 Central. Go ahead, grab snacks, drinks, stretch, all that good stuff. See you in 10 minutes. Bye. everybody, and welcome back to the second half of tonight's episode. And yes, Shiv, I have to agree, someone in the chat is having a snack of chocolate pretzels, and that sounds great. The fact that I just started a diet makes me want that even more. So apart from that, everyone, thank you so much for joining back. We are back. For those of you who are just now joining us, our party is now on a 2-week voyage from the Gerudo Pirate Fort, heading up to Zora's domain. The first half was spent with the party basically getting acclimated to life on a boat, as well as the idea of having to do jobs, and conversing with members of the crew, as well as even dealing with potential inter-party something, be it potential romance, potential not, just friends, and having that be all talked about. As we left off with Avum and Aaron being on the front deck, being on the top deck, noticing that Aster, this mysterious mage, wielding a hooded lantern, is making his way below deck. You all have noticed this. He doesn't seem to have noticed you all, you both standing there watching him as you head down below. As he heads down below, what do you do?
So we're going after him, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
What's the hood up? Yeah, we'll definitely carry in stealth. Is there like 2 different directions? Is it all the same way?
It's basically the same way. You give it a few minutes, probably by Aaron's lead, and you head down. Go ahead and make stealth checks for me.
It's just those two, right? Because me and
Yeah.
Attic are in the... Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you two are currently still talking about the shield and all that stuff.
Yeah, distraction duty. Yeah.
Basically.
24.
24.
26.
26.
Got me.
You both are able to follow Aster fairly well. At one point, he looks behind to see if anyone's following. There are several people in the galley in this area just sleeping on on various hammocks. He continues to go down below. You follow him, hiding behind crates, and you hear him say, "Lydia wishes for me to speak with the prisoner alone." The guards look, say, "If you wish, here's a signed paper from her." One of them snatches it, examines it, gives a slight nod, and both walk up saying, "I will signal you when the time comes. I will whistle 3 times.
I whisper back to Aaron real quick, be like, do you want to go get Lydia to double check, or do you want to stay here and watch? I can go in with the shadow.
It could be best if you stayed. I'll go get Lydia. And Aaron will make his way out.
Make a stealth check for me."
21.
21. You're able to get out of there rather quietly. As one of the guards seems to notice you as Avum, you meld with Shadow relatively well. You're still able to perceive the outside world and able to see that, or hear this. Aster waits a few moments. He goes. He then unlocks the door, walks in.
Can I attempt something while I was walking in?
What are you attempting?
If I do silent image in front of the guards, like between the guards and the door, so it looks like nothing's in the hallway. So that way he could meld into Aster's shadow quick enough. Almost like an invisible wall real quick. You know, have you seen Mission Impossible where they put
He's
up,
trying to
like...
pull a Mission Impossible. with the
Oh,
hallway.
okay. All right. Well, the guards are gone.
Oh, they're just gone?
Yeah, they left. He said he would call them back with 3 whistles.
Okay.
That,
For some reason, I thought they were stood at the door.
No,
Okay.
that's why I was getting confused. I was like, because I mentioned
Gosh,
that they.
why would you do that? Yeah.
I mentioned they walked out with Aaron.
Okay, I missed that. Okay.
So
Then he's gonna meld with his shadow real quick, and then do a quick look around to see if he can. Like, is he going into another room where she is, or is this just an open hallway?
He is going into the prison that she is located. It's just random bars.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like the room where the prison was. Okay, so then he'll just stay hidden behind a crate then.
Perfect. All right. Goes in. He bends down, looks her right in the eyes, and goes, "She is not so pleased with you. She knows of your goals, that you planned to, well, not turn over that which you agreed to. I certainly hope that King Sidon has an unknowing act of mercy and kills you before Viren has the chance. You just hear, you just see Solana at this point. Her eyes just go almost completely furious with anger. And says, "Oh, I wouldn't get so angry. Especially considering, well..." Avum, at this point, go ahead and make a perception check.
Aaron, okay. I was just double checking the name.
Yeah.
Recognized. Perception?
Yep, this is for sight.
20.
20. You can't see his face, but you see briefly his red hair flashes and becomes purple for a split second and then shifts to becoming blue. And you notice that suddenly Solana's eyes shift from being angry to terrified.
Anything that he would recognize or pick up on, or just that happened?
That happened. So I certainly hope that King Sidon has an unintended act of mercy upon you. Or your supposed god is able to save you. Ta-ta. He leaves.
What was the last line? It cut off on the mic.
You and your supposed god.
God. Okay.
As he closes the door, locks it, and then whistles 3 times. And at that point, the guards come back. As we're going to transition over to Aaron. Aaron, you're able to make your way stealthily up and make your way toward Lydia's chambers.
He knocks.
Just 1 second. Putting on a robe, Lydia opens the door and says, "Oh, Aaron. Curious to see you here."
Did you give Aster permission to speak to Solana alone?
Not to my recollection.
Okay. Then Aster, forge your signature. You should come with me, and fast.
Certainly think so. One moment. As suddenly she puts a symbol around her neck and grabs her cutlass and walks downstairs. Where's the rest of your crew?
Avon was with me, Cizri and Adek, they're still in the room.
If you can, go get Cizri and Avon. Or Adek.
He just nods and starts making his way towards her.
Perfect. She, at this point, hastily runs down, and after a little bit of talking, Cizri and Adek, you hear Aaron knock at the door.
Well, if it's their room, he's just barging in.
Yeah, you just push! The door just flies open.
Well, hello.
What?
Cizri, we got trouble. Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll step into my armor.
That's what you
Grab my
did.
rapier.
Just like
Da-da-da-da. Oh, sorry. Let me turn the music off.
Just
Yeah,
Iron Man
it
starts
just
playing.
clicks into place real quickly, and
Nice.
I grab my stuff and start running.
I'll never get over that. Like Corona.
So cool.
So cool.
Nice that it's heavy armor that gets on in one action.
Oh,
So
so
nice.
good.
yeah.
So
Just
nice.
pissed
No.
her in her armor the whole time
Oh,
they're
yeah.
talking.
Like the armor or whatever it's called for artificer is like so friggin'
So
good.
Something.
So
Yes.
good.
Like combine it with any other martial archetype and like a paladin artificer. Woo! But anyway,
Even fighter artificer. Ah, so good.
so you three start making your way toward the area. Avum, what are you doing in this time as you hear Aster do a whistle 3 times and the Gerudo guards eventually, as some time passes, return?
Is there time in between where Aster's gone and the guards aren't there? Or does Aster wait for the guards?
Aster waits for the guards.
I think he would just wait. I think he knows not to confront anybody alone. I mean, to see if Aaron comes back with the captain or if they need to go to the captain afterwards. Just kind of staying hidden.
Yeah. As he is leaving, you see Lydia by herself. You hear her footsteps, and you see her appear or run right up, and just arms are folded. Says, "Aster, I've been told some disturbing news." "Oh, have you now, Captain?"
That's when he'll walk out behind him. Oh, she has. I saw everything. And he'll do a minor illusion of the hair that formed out of his body, making it look like he's under disguise. Or changed to disguise.
Fascinating. It's really fascinating. Quite skilled, I must say. The Twiley you make quite a name for the Twiley.
Thank you.
But unfortunately for you both, I think your memory is mistaken. You see, I was just here checking on Solana. That's all I was doing. Nothing of the sorts. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Her and Lydia. You and Lydia.
Right.
Ruh-roh.
Ooh. 23.
Nice.
Noise.
Lydia.
You sense something in your mind, as though your memories are starting to be warped. But then your brain realizes that whatever's coming into your mind isn't the true memory, and you're able to shake it off. You can go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Can I look at her and see how she's reacting to this?
She is also able to shake it off.
Okay, cool. Because my rewind time works on saving throws too, so I just want to double check.
Nah, she rolled super good on this one.
Yay!
She also got above 20.
Lydia is a boss.
In that moment when nothing could be defeated and Avon's on top of the world, he rolls a 3 on Arcana.
You have no
Yeah.
idea what was just cast.
Oh, no, wait. I don't remember anything. I what's my name? Where are we?
You are stronger than you make yourself out to be. Impressive.
You know, I learned today being condescending on someone does not work out for you, so I am humbly here to just make sure the truth is told.
Fair enough.
Left.
At that moment, enough time has passed for the three of you to be able to make it down.
Just hear a whew from Avon. What's the other so low?
Oh, thank the goddess.
Hi everyone. What's going on?
Oh, you see, Solana is proving to be a little bit more difficult than we originally expected, not really providing that much of information, so I think it's best that we continue with our original plan.
Who said that? Sorry.
Aster.
Oh, why would you need to forge the captain's signature to them?
Forge? I didn't know such thing.
Captain?
Lydia looks at him and says, let's see, actually.
Oh,
She's gonna walk over to him and just clutch a symbol around her neck, just saying, Aster, I think it's time that you tell the truth with me. As suddenly, everyone is going to need to make a charisma saving throw, as she's casting a radius effect.
Oh.
Ooh.
oh no.
I
Really
will
well.
Everyone in a
fail
Six-
on
six,
purpose.
I'm a best.
everyone in a 60-foot radius, so that technically also means Solana and the guards.
That's a 13.
Let's see here.
Good zone of truth.
You don't
Avon,
have to say anything.
Aaron,
Sure.
you fail a deck.
Oh, 10, fail. Absolutely
10.
fail.
Cizri?
21.
Okay, you pass. Avon, you said you
Dang,
will.
paladins. Are high crit.
I choose to fail.
You choose to fail. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and do... So Solana, she failed. The guards. One fails. And then finally, Aster.
Fail.
I guess your mind is just as resistant as our Twilight friends here, Aster.
Can I rewind and make him redo a saving throw?
Sure.
Rick, or what's that?
He goes,
Over here.
as suddenly that happens, and he goes, you just see his mind, his brow just furrow and just winces as he just looks up and looks around and looks at you, Avum. He goes, well, Aster, did you forge my signature? He remains silent.
Oof. Never want to do that when someone casts that spell.
If you guys have any questions for him, you can ask him.
Can someone give me the really quick?
Yeah, we don't know what's
Just
going
happened? He
on.
does have no idea what's going on.
He came down, forged Captain's sheet saying he could see the guards, talked to Sleia, threatened her, wants her dead. Also changed his appearance to this. Not sure what that is. Oh, also,
Okay.
that brought in our dear friend Varine's name, if you
Green?
remember.
Viren.
Who's Vereen?
Viren.
Yeah.
Viren.
So it's Solana and Viren.
Oh,
Yes. You know, the
those
lady we
Viren.
saw before.
interesting.
So, what's your relation with Viren, or why you care?
Because she can help.
Help with
Plans.
What are your plans?
plans for.
What makes you think they're my plans?
So what are the plans?
You do know only guilty people dance around when they're being under the zone of truth. Just put that out there. I'm sure you know that, though.
The plans are absolute calamity.
Or heard that a bunch. Okay. So are you in on this or what?
We'll work on the subtlety.
In a way, I am. For the winds of change have begun to blow, and a foul stench follows it. For false champions and heroes have risen time and time again. I think it's time that everyone witnesses a true calamity.
True what? Sorry, your mic cut out again.
A true calamity.
Oh, thank you.
From the intro, guys.
Avon's just getting ready to cast Sanctuary on Cizri if anything breaks out.
The
False.
arrow is getting pulled and drawn.
What do you mean false? Whatever you just said.
He starts
False.
Yeah, he starts walking around and just goes, false champions and heroes, those that have risen through time and time again in immemorial, to claim that they are a hero of sorts, that they can seal away the darkness. It's foolishness.
Do you think they're making it up or what?
I don't think they're making it up. The legends are true. But those that claim to be heroes in the past, many have proven to be false, fallen by the blade, succeeding at nothing.
Huh. So what are you doing here? Like, what's your deal?
He continues to walk away and just say, "What's my deal is that in time you shall see it."
Walking away isn't past the captain, or...
He's circling.
Oh, okay.
He's still in the zone. It's just
Yeah,
since no one really tied him up, so he's kind of free to move.
yeah.
Captain, I don't know if you've dealt with these things of Calamity. He's not good. We've came across others that did not want good. We don't claim to be anything, but we are here. Stop him. That is what he so claims.
That is what I claim. That is what I am. I'm not so much just some haphazard calamity, risen from some defunct legend.
I don't think you have any real power. I don't think you have any real plan. I think you're just as foolish as everyone else. But you could go ahead. Prove me wrong.
At that point, he gathers a ball of air into his palm and whoosh, and throws it at you all. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Counter spell. No, just kidding.
You wish.
Well, Avon didn't strike first, so he feels fine.
26.
20.
26, 20,
15.
17. Cizri, you unfortunately fail, but everyone
Checks
else
out.
is going to take half damage on this.
I don't like the amount of dice you're putting in your hand, sir.
But I do.
That's
I
a
don't.
lot.
That's a lot of dice.
Oh, wait.
Is a wind fireball?
As everyone who succeeded is going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and those who fail is going to take 24 points of bludgeoning damage. As he just
How many? I'm sorry.
20,
Total.
24.
Okay, thank you.
24 points of bludgeoning damage. As at that moment, whoosh, he just suddenly casts another spell himself, and he's making his way up to the top of the deck.
Can I get an arrow off?
You can go ahead and certainly try.
Yeah.
Is he on the opposite side? Like when he casts a spell, is he like closer and then he goes past us?
He was intentionally walking around slowly to make his way on the opposite side of you guys to make it out past you guys.
I don't think we'd let him get closer to the exit than any of us. I think
Yeah,
at
that's what I
least
was
somebody.
wondering.
I feel like we would never let him get closer to the exit than what we would be.
Fair enough. So he was positioning in a way to where you guys technically wouldn't have walked out, so he would be running past you guys. Actually,
Okay.
you
Well, can I Misty step in front of him? Like, is it that range?
that's a 30-foot range, correct?
That is a 30 feet. Yeah.
Given his direction and what he cast on himself, you do see him almost like wind just suddenly envelop him, and his speed is increasing. So you can try. You are able to suddenly misty step in front of him, given his movement.
Okay. Then can I grapple him with my action?
You can certainly try.
22 to hit, by the way.
He is going to look back, and as a reaction, he is burning another spell. Suddenly, wind envelops him and knocks away the arrow.
I would bonus action Expeditious Retreat and then dash to get up next to him and Edek. Try and just beat up there on them.
I would also bonus action trying to get up there.
Okay, so Edek, what'd you get?
Oh, my athletics.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do my intelligence addition just because I don't want this guy beating me.
Expeditious Retreat. That's funny.
So let's add intelligence to this. So 30.
30. So, all right. So as you're suddenly running, he's running past, and you grapple him. You are able to successfully grapple him, and he looks back at you and just goes, "I thought you would have joined me in this."
Second action. Can I restrain or level this up to cover his mouth too? Or something?
You can go ahead and make another athletics check to do so, yes.
Natural 20 for 31 then if I add in my thing.
31?
Shutting this guy down.
All right. You are able to cover his mouth, yes.
So yeah, restrain, hold him, cover mouth.
Right. He looks, and he's just looking at you. Is anyone else doing anything?
I mean, I think both of us were trying to run up to support him. Yeah.
I'll cast Bane on him for now.
Hunter's Mark for fun.
Okay.
I just have my weapon pointed ready. I'll ready in action to get
I'm gonna keep some range, but I'll just basically again ready an arrow.
Okay. So you're holding him. He can't really go anywhere.
I cast Bane on him in case he did anything.
That's a natural 20, so he succeeds.
I think someone should tie him up.
Captain Lydia?
Yeah, Lydia, what would you like us to do with him?
Tie him up. Take him to my quarters.
Is there any spell focuses or anything on him that are able to be taken off?
Components.
Components, anything like that?
Go ahead and make an investigation check as you're tying him up, and also I'm
I
assuming.
will assist.
Great.
Yeah.
And gagging, obviously.
Even with the assist, that's 7. So
Nothing
Avon's just I don't know. Well, I don't know what I'm looking for.
Nothing that you can really gather. So
I think we should take a second pass after we tie him up, just to be sure.
I could take a look once I'm done.
Sure.
Sounds good.
A way to gag him so he doesn't cast any more spells.
Oh, he already is.
Oh, good.
Hey, Avon. pat pat on the back. You were
Hey.
right. There you go.
Thank you.
As he looks over you all, he just gives a slight wave. And vroom, he vanishes as wind forms around it and he vanishes. And the ropes go limp.
Did he not have any components for that spell?
You can go ahead and make an Arcana check to see potentially what he did.
18.
Gathering what he did, he's probably still on the ship. But he did something to manipulate it to where he didn't need that specific component. Because he most likely cast basically a dimension door.
I didn't know. Okay, that's kind of like error. Like he was doing that, right?
Yeah.
Was he going?
Okay, where did he go? And I'm looking around.
I mean, he couldn't have gone too far. He's probably on the ship or somewhere nearby. There's not anything for long ways in any direction.
Oh, okay. So we should like look right now, like right now. Okay.
Oh yeah, we should definitely be looking and expecting for something bad to happen.
Captain,
Oh,
recommend
okay.
getting,
Attic, are
recommend
you
getting some of your people in on it too.
still have your back?
I'll certainly go ahead and see what we can go ahead. We're going to wake the whole crew, see what's going on here.
Yeah, the bag's still attached to my hip.
Make an investigation check. Or perception check, I'm sorry.
Perception 19.
19. It's gone.
Well, let's find him.
We need to go out where the bombs are. Just like start running downstairs.
You know,
Might want to blow up the ship.
believe it or not, that's actually a good idea.
Thank you. Like sprinting downstairs.
Captain, is there any important artifacts anywhere else on the ship? Like your office?
None in
That
my
would aid him.
none in my office. I tend to be more that of the divine, if you will.
Anywhere else?
None.
Where's his room?
His room would normally be come, follow me.
Captain,
I am going to run up top and look for Linebeck's ship to see how that's doing.
Perfect.
Oh, smart.
Captain,
Hmm?
do I have your permission to talk to Solana?
Yes, but do not be cruel. You have my permission to talk to her. You have my permission for nothing else.
Understood.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
And he just walks in.
Perfect. So, just to be clear where everyone's going, Aaron is going to go talk to Solana. Adek, where are you going?
I'm going to, because like Linebeck's ship is getting towed by us, right?
It's basically acting as almost like another lifeboat. Yes.
Okay, so it's not even in the water.
No.
Okay, well I'm running there then, just to make sure it's still on the boat, not being lowered down or anything.
Right. So you're going there. Where's everyone? Avum and Cizri.
Oh, I rushed off to where all the explosives are.
Perfect. Avum.
And then Avon's following the captain to Aster's room.
Great. So we'll go ahead and go with Solana first, and then we'll just go around in a circle. All right. So, Aaron, you make your way down to Solana. The guards, more or less, are there. They're watching this conversation happen, but she's just looking up at you. Her eyes are still terrified.
Not to the guards. Look, it's okay. Captain gave me permission.
Okay. We'll still be here watching the conversation as it unfolds.
He walks in. He'll just take the gag off.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to tell me everything you know now.
Biren came to me saying that she could assist me in becoming a captain if I would just deliver crystals and potentially keep out for maybe one of these spiritual stones. I never planned to turn it over to her. I just wanted to present it as an offering. That's it. I didn't care about any of her plans. But apparently my foolishness is getting caught up with me.
Yes, it is.
Aster isn't who he says he is.
Yes, I figured that much. Who is he?
Vati. He's Vati.
I was gonna curse, my bad. Appropriate for the situation, but...
No, yeah. It's a disguise. It's a disguise. It's not true. He's not Aster. He's Vati.
He's gonna turn to the guards and is like, get word out to the rest of the crew and the captain that Aster is Vati.
He seeks the stones. He seeks Calamity.
Can you help us fight him?
No, I can't.
Do you want to get out of this alive or not?
King Sidon will have his way. We'll do as he wishes. I'll leave it up to his mercy.
If Aster gets his way, King Sidon won't even see you.
I can't. No, I can't face him. None of us can. We're doomed.
I got to try something. And he'll walk with one of the guards. He'll tell one of the guards, watch her. If she says she wants to fight, bring her to us first.
They'll give a nod, and you go ahead and make your way up. As Avum, you are currently walking with Lydia to Aster's quarters. You open it up, and it's bare bones. Any candlelight that once existed has been extinguished. But as you go in, you're obviously, through even magical means, able to recast up the lights.
Got dancing lights if needed, yeah.
Yeah. The room is simple. There's a bed, a simple round table in the center with a dresser on the other end and a small shelving of books. There are notes also scattered about.
Yeah, quickly just going through the dresser just to see if there's anything of import, and then looking at the notes.
So go ahead and make an investigation check.
Better than last time? Better than last time. Natural 20.
Natural 20! Hey!
21.
21. All right. You're looking through...
Way better than the 7. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. As you're just throwing the clothing about, that's basically all you're able to find is a bunch of clothing. There's nothing major of note that you can necessarily find. As you're scanning then through the notes, however, a quick look through seems to be a random, almost scribblings. You only speak Common and Twiley.
I think he's in the process of learning other ones, but that's
yes, he's in the process of learning other ones. You're looking. At this point, I would say go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
Sorry, quick question.
Yeah.
I had Hunter's Mark on him. Does that affecting at all?
Hunter's Mark only gives you advantage to track. It doesn't allow you to know the target at all times.
Okay.
It's not like the whatever target lock, whatever from Star Wars 5e.
Right.
It's not like that one, whatever it's called. I think it's called target lock. I don't remember. Anyway.
Right. Okay. Just want to make sure.
No, fair question. So, Avum, intelligence check.
14.
14. You gather that this is indeed Hylian, but it is unlike Hylian you as you understand it. This is most likely an ancient form of the Hylian language. So you could potentially understand it, but it's going to take some time.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just take it all, put it up in a bag. Be like, we'll share anything we find with you, Captain.
Certainly.
This should find everybody.
Yes. At which point she goes into the main galley area, just ding 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 ding, just bangs onto the onto the bell. Just everybody get up and get to your stations. We have another traitor amongst us. You find them, you do not engage. If you do, shout out. We will all come to you. If you engage, your life is your own. And then she goes running up, as suddenly everyone just scrambles to their feet and starts shifting around to go ahead and start to get prepared for whatever's coming their way.
By the way, Aster's the traitor, not one of us, so please don't attack us. Thank you.
That's a good specification.
Yeah, he did add she did add the visual part, so I just wanted to add.
Perfect. No, that is fair. Cizri, you're going to head to the explosives. So what are you specifically looking for?
Well, my first thought was, I think she was worried that he was gonna like try and explode the ship or something type of thing. Like that he would be hiding there. So like as I'm running, I'm gonna give myself I'll give myself 5 lay on hands because he really did a number on me and she's bleeding a lot.
That's fair.
And I am just, I'm just gonna be looking everywhere as I can, but I want to try and like make it to that spot.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
21.
21. As you're looking, you don't really see much of anybody. You do hear the bell ringing and people starting to scramble to their feet and start to run around and to get into various positions. You run over to where the explosives are. They currently appear to be completely intact.
Is it like a whole box of them, or like what is this? What's the supply look like?
Currently, they're all basically in a bag. The boxes contain the components to make it, but they're all stuffed in basically a haversack.
Okay, I just take it.
You take the whole load?
Oh yeah.
Well, one, that's Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the Zelda one. I could remember so.
That's it.
And I go like this, and it just hovers above me.
And just like there's just bright light for whatever reason.
And just the text of how to use it appears. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Thanks. That makes sense.
You attach it to one of the triangles.
There's like all of a sudden there's like buttons like above you that you have to press.
Jeez.
They're called Twilight. They're called Twilight buttons. Yeah,
And then suddenly Cizri can only speak in grunts and yells. All right, that was actually a really good impersonation.
That was
Really good.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm looking, and I want to see if anything's missing from when I was looking earlier, but...
Yeah, make an investigation check.
11.
11. Nothing seems to be really missing.
Okay. So basically, in this room, there's components to make stuff, and then a bag of bombs, and then that's it.
Basically. It's in the same room as the ballistas, so this is all one level, basically. So there's not much else.
Okay. So I'm just carrying the bombs, and I will, like, look everywhere else in this floor.
All right. Nothing really seems to catch your attention necessarily. Everything seems to be currently in its place.
Okay. So I'll just keep looking, kind of making my way through the whole thing, and then maybe going down a level. I guess it depends on how many if it looks like there's a lot of people in one area, I'll go to a different area where there's not a lot of people. So I'm making sure to like spread it out.
Yeah, that's fair. There's a lot of people scattered throughout the ship at this point, as the entire crew has been awakened to what is happening and just scrambling to their feet to see what they can do.
Okay.
A deck. As you're going, you head up top. This is as the crew is starting to wake. You hear it down below. You notice up top where once there was stars in the sky, suddenly dark clouds have begun to form. Doesn't feel like there should be a storm given the air. But you head on over to Linebeck's ship, and it appears to be currently intact as Linebeck comes up and goes, "What is happening? What is going on?"
The guy who's assistant to Lydia, he's bad news. So we're trying to find him.
Mira is looking like, Aster? He's bad news?
Apparently he's Vati or something.
You don't know that yet.
Oh, I thought that's. Oh, yeah, never mind.
No,
Yeah, we ran off, and that's what said.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's bad news. I don't know, hiding something, and wants to have Calamity. So,
well, do you have my jewel?
no, he took it.
Oh.
Wow, that was a lot calmer than I thought it would be.
She goes like, "Let's get it back. We need to get."
Speaking of which, I have a question.
Yes.
I don't know how the ruling on this would work because
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything.
Mm-hmm.
That bag is one of my infusions. Can I drop that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm dropping that so that all the contents just spill out on the floor harmlessly, it says, but
Yeah.
it just all falls to the floor, and I want to see if we can like notice anything. Anybody anywhere notices anything.
Well,
It's like right next to you.
you say that jokingly, but that's pretty much what happens. As right behind you, where the main staff or where the main mast is located, you just hear clattering of goods, and you do see. Go and make perception check, a deck.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Well done.
19.
He's such a smart boy.
19.
He is Tony Stark.
As you look up, and you see near the crow's nest, Aster holding a now empty bag as he just looks down upon you and just goes, "You're gonna be more trouble than you're worth, I think."
So, can I run towards it and mage hand grab the sapphire?
You're easily able to do so, yes.
And then zip it back to me with the bonus action.
Go.
At which point, the entire crew and Lydia starts making their way up top, where everyone, you're able to notice that up top is Aster.
Yeah, I definitely go back upstairs.
Everyone, I would be very careful with him.
What's the range on Guiding Bolt?
100. Oh, hold on. I thought it was 120. 60.
I would just like it to be
120.
very known. Just want it to be very known that Aaron is making sure everyone knows who he is. Like, actually, who he is.
Yeah. So,
He's who? Like, right as the guiding bolt goes
He's
off.
Vati!
all right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Could have said that earlier.
As he's drawing the ball. Nat 20. Yes!
Oh,
Let's go!
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
I love it on guiding bolts.
Because it's so much damage.
It's awesome.
He's who?
He's who? Rolls a nat 20.
$30 to pay back on the amount that he got on Cizri.
All right.
And whoever's up next has advantage.
Well, we haven't rolled initiative, so
Whoever ends up being next.
yeah.
Yeah, within the next minute.
Yeah, so he gets struck and he just goes, well, it seems that my cover is blown as suddenly wind begins to shift and you see his hair just wrap around and just glow outward as suddenly this image fades away where you see similar in appearance, but the skin becomes even more pale, almost like someone that has been dead for a long time, with complete, even more violet eyes and long purple hair, and a strange-looking hat with no longer a hood. And he looks down and says, "You all have proven to be far more capable than I could have imagined for being such as yourselves, so small and insignificant in the world. You all will soon know what it's like."
Aaron, why aren't you shooting?
Question, actually.
Yes.
How far is Cizri's gunpowder barrel from him?
It would probably be about 30 feet away from him on the ground.
Hey, never mind. I'd rather it be closer.
Yeah.
Mage hand? Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Right?
So let's go ahead and say, I do not care for for anything here. Just know that our retribution will be swift, and you will soon know what it's like to experience a world without gods. And he goes away.
I really thought you were going to shoot. It was a long monologue.
Sometimes you just gotta let it happen.
Did
Also,
he
I wanted to
escape
shoot
with
the
it?
gunpowder.
Holding
Holding
Everybody
this
okay?
the sapphire like tight in both hands, so I know I have it, and no one else gets it.
Like mine.
Yeah, I go over. I run over to Aaron and just whisper, "Let him put it in the quiver. Hurry up."
I think.
Yeah.
Run up to Cizri.
No, I like
okay.
run up to all of you. Yeah.
Cure wounds.
You got it? Oh, thanks. I'm good.
I got it.
I'll also cure wounds.
Oh my goodness. Oh, thanks!
I will go and I guess put it in his thing and be like, make sure you don't lose this or anything inside
Wait,
here.
don't. We were not supposed to put them together, are we?
No, my bag is gone. I undid my bag and that's how I got it.
Oh, can you use it again?
Yeah.
Oh, we can use it again. That's fine.
Well, I have to wait till morning
like-
to do it again, but
Oh, that's
Well,
fine.
wait, we shouldn't. I thought
Okay.
we weren't supposed
I'll
to.
just keep it in my pocket for
Yeah, I
now.
was gonna say, I
and-
thought we weren't supposed to keep the book
Yeah, you're right,
together
you're
in
right.
one place, like all of you were freaking out about that
You're
earlier.
right.
Okay, sorry. What was that?
I go and get another like sack or something and start putting my other things that were in my bag of holding into there.
Well,
for
with
now.
figuring stuff out, I think it's about time we talk to Solana. She doesn't know too much, but I still feel like there's something she's not telling us.
Does he want to come back and fight us? Like, is he coming back? Cause like, do we need to get ready for that?
I hope not.
He'll be back.
We have
Lydia-
other plans.
Yeah, Lydia comes up and says, "Yes, let us go talk to Solana. I imagine she's probably scared enough to be able to talk."
She was scared enough not to want to fight.
Ooh. Oh, by the way, I brought all the bombs in case he wanted to blow up the ship.
Why? Oh, okay, that's fair enough. And Lydia just has this like,
Okay.
she's like, fair enough. Okay, I was like, Cizri, with all due
Oh, yeah.
respect,
Your gunpowder's right there too, right? It can't
Thank
have room in there.
you! I like pick it up.
If it makes you feel any better, Cizri, if he was any closer to that, I would have shot that. And
Oh, that would have been spectacular.
yeah, but he was just a bit too far.
Maybe asking me though, because I did. Oh, but we did actually.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but we did say you'd all pay me back if we used it for a group effort. So
Of course.
that would be okay. How much? Sorry, by the way, how much did you both heal me for?
6.
5.
6 and 5. Thank you so much.
And my
Oh,
hand's
you
in my
boys-
pocket around the sapphires.
It's
that's
a
fair.
constant hand
Just-
in pocket.
I have hand in pocket. around the
A
sapphire.
random crew member like, Deck, are you okay? What? Leave me alone. I'm fine.
I'm just being cool over here, hand in pocket, you know.
Yeah, we're just
being cool.
Made it really casual.
Coolsville. Population?
Attack.
Us.
Deck, why don't you go back to lineback ship? Make sure it's secure.
Okay.
Okay, I think we need a couple people in different places for backup, you know. Do you want the bombs, Lydia, or do you want me to just hold on to them?
I will take the bombs.
Okay.
Does she have
I
one?
seem kind of sad as I hand
No.
them back.
She kind of looks at you, Ava, and saying, like, I think you know why.
Cizri, why don't you go with the deck to lineback ship? Make sure it's secure and things aren't missing.
If you like.
Ava,
Did I just attack? And then he goes over and loses it over the side of the boat as he just realized who he just attacked. Now that she told him.
Ava! I like pat him on the back. Why are you barfing?
Why are we getting involved in this?
Oh, look, you did that. Yeah, this time it was all you.
I don't
First off.
like it.
First off, Ava, good job.
That
Second,
was beautiful.
I was
You're
holding
coming
in
with
my
me.
seasickness this whole time.
holding it in, making sure he looks cool in front of the crew.
Well,
Regardless, you're coming with me. We're talking to Solana.
I'll come with you.
Okay.
so you're coming with us too.
I want to hear what she has to say.
I just grab Cizri's arm. I'm not letting her go right now.
Wait, yeah, should we check? Have some of the other guys
It's
go? I'm gonna
fine.
be
They're
here
fine.
for this.
They're fine. You're not going anywhere. You're staying with me.
No, I know, but Aaron was just telling me to leave and go check the ship, and I want to be a part of this conversation too. Can we
That's what
have
I'm
one
saying,
of
you're
the
coming
other
with-
people? Yeah, and the attic too. Attic to come.
Mirta goes, I can certainly help investigate the ship with Attic.
Oh, sure,
Thank you,
you can
Mira.
do that. Unless Attic wants to be here too. That's the only thing I was saying.
Yeah, maybe.
If anything, I have no doubt that even Linebeck and I can investigate the ship. If you all would
Yeah.
rather be all a part of the conversation.
I mean, I would not mind going through that person's area and see if I can find anything useful.
There's not much. Gives them the notes.
There's not much else there.
You can try. I didn't see much. It's very simple.
Lydia nods.
Okay. Well, then I could be a part of this conversation.
Are you expecting more?
I don't know. Just
Oh, we can go.
people
check out
usually
some-
have stuff on them, so.
I'll go. We can check the room after we talk to somebody.
As you all head down to the area, Lydia steps before the guards, saying, "Open the door. Let us in. We're gonna get this solved once and for all." The guards step aside as Lydia stands in the corner and just motions for you all to go ahead and start asking questions.
And it gestures to the twins. They're nicer about it.
Well,
Aaron will not be.
about it.
What did you have specifically to ask?
Just find out what she knows, if because she's holding back something.
Holding back some? Okay.
Information of any sorts.
Real quick, too. As we were coming down, is the storm still going? Or
The
has
cloud-
it
yeah.
died down?
The clouds still seem to be there.
Okay. Maybe someone should let us know if that gets worse. Just saying.
By the way, I know this is also weird. Did that look like another dimension door, or like like some sort of like?
Make an Arcana check.
teleport? 4. He's not doing well on his spell check.
I guess if I recognize it being the same thing, like he's still on the ship, I would like to know that too.
You know what? Yeah,
I
this
think
one makes sense. Yeah, anyone. Yeah, retroactively, you can go ahead and make Arcana checks.
For some reason, I was thinking it's just like a teleporting away, but no, I
Nat
just
20
realized
for
it's another-
28.
It was a teleport.
So he's gone, probably.
He's gone.
Okay.
Sorry, I just want to be sure
No.
we're not just like
No, that's
pulling
smart.
off of that.
No,
He's like,
Yeah,
in
for
the
sure.
crate or something. You
And
know?
I am completely okay with Avum and Adek even doing that because they would have done it. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Makes
yeah.
Okay, Solana, why don't you start from the beginning and just tell us everything? He's gone, by the way, so you can say whatever you want.
Viren promised me power, that I would be able to make high ranks with my people. All I needed to do was to deliver these divine crystals and to the various ports that requested within Soraya Town, Lure Line, and anywhere else in Dinroth. But
So where were you getting those?
we were picking them up from various merchants that were just so happened to be on the seas and just so happened to be unlucky enough to be around us at the time.
Okay.
We took
Okay,
them.
so you took them?
Divine crystals are used for more than just any other for these means. They're arcane in nature. They can be used for focuses, things like that. Spells. Tattoos. We were tasked with doing this and to mark the crates specifically.
Good cover.
I
They
just-
marked it with this symbol.
Yes.
Is it just you that was doing this, or are there other people that you know about that was delivering them?
I was the only one as far as I know, I was the only one, but I'm sure there were others.
Were you aware of what they intended for the people who got them?
All I know is that it was a part of some plan. That if I was to do this, Viren would reward me and give me power, and that if I was to come across one of the spiritual stones, then I was to turn it over to her, but I was never planning to do so.
When did you first come across this Aster? Was he always disguised as him? Did you know an Aster before? Body apparently took over.
Lydia speaks up saying, Aster has been around for the fort as long as I can remember. He's always been Aster.
A shift in personality?
I do not know if he was always disguised. I don't know that much. But what I can tell you is that I had no intention of turning over the spiritual stone to Viren and her goons. I wanted to appease Bellum and give him a trinket so that way he may give me a blessing.
Who's Bellum? Do I know that name?
Make a religion check. You're proficient with religion, aren't you?
No, I'm not actually.
Then you have no idea who this name is.
I'm proficient, and I've been studying a lot of the light realm stuff.
Okay, go ahead and make a religion check.
18.
You know that there are a lot of gods and beings like gods, demigods, or etc., that exist in Dinroth. You also know that there are several that have not been discovered or are unknown or have maybe been lost to time. This very well could be one of those because this name does not ring a bell to you.
Lesser known religion.
You could say that. He
Whose
is
religion?
the mighty Bellum. He controls the waves, not this Jabu Jabu or Ocean King. Lydia kind of closes in on herself just a little bit at the mention of this.
What do you know?
I know that I once followed him before I turned over to realizing the truth of the matter, that he was a deceiver in many ways.
In league with this Calamity or Vati or
His own means.
So this
Why-
is another god.
apparently?
Okay.
He's not a god. He's an ancient spirit of sorts.
Have you talked to him?
Me? Not in
Yeah.
some time.
But you have.
I've heard his whispers years ago.
Is that normal?
Sometimes. He always promised power in exchange for freeing him.
Did you ever meet with Viren recently?
Are you speaking to Lydia or Solana?
Solana.
She looks back and goes, No, not recently. It's been years since I've met her. As long as I was just doing my tasks, she would not meet up with me. But she always has her watchdogs.
I just don't get why Vati didn't just kill you if that's what they wanted.
I don't know either. What I do know is that Vati is... Maybe he just wants me to be afraid. He would rather someone live in fear, someone do his dirty work,
Just cover.
cover. He had no idea someone was watching.
Oops.
Here's the thing, though. I'm very confused. Maybe it's just there's a lot of other light realm things that I'm trying to keep track of at once, and I'm just having issues. Isn't he supposed to be imprisoned or something? Or did I hear that wrong?
That's what no one said, right?
Vati, I thought.
He's supposed to be imprisoned, but there are several stories and legends of beings that were supposed to be imprisoned but weren't. If you heard it from this no one being, that does not necessarily mean they're omniscient.
He doesn't get out much, so that might make sense.
Is there anybody else on the ship that Aster / Vati was working with that you know of?
No.
So you're the only ally.
Not
The
anymore.
only accomplice.
Not anymore. Not anymore. I mean, they know I was trying to betray them. Why would I still be an ally? He threatened to kill me. I don't necessarily take that he's still an ally.
I mean, good point. Huh.
Inside
So-
check. Does she seem pretty honest, or she
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
putting on a show for us?
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
Yeah.
Good. 26.
She
I rolled
is...
in that 20.
Really close.
Dang, Aaron. All right. Well, both of you, with your insights...
23.
23. Still. You're able to tell that at this point, she's just giving away everything because she's viewing as though her life is basically forfeit anyway. So there's no point in hiding things.
Okay. Do you think he was mad at you too because you weren't planning on giving the stone over?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
How would he find out you weren't going to give the stone over?
I don't know.
Well, you didn't have the stone. Gave it to Lydia, right?
I didn't give it to anybody. Okay, so is this Mike forgetting information again? Because
Possibly, because I thought Lydia had the stone.
Lydia did. She grabbed it from the treasury. No one gave it to her. No one knew what the.
So
Okay.
it was just that Solana didn't recognize what it was.
Yes, Solana couldn't.
Okay.
She didn't know what it was, and Lydia did mention that Lydia caught what it was in time and hid it.
Right.
So
Okay.
no one
I
else
got
knew
you,
what
I
it
got you.
was. So
I was forgetting that too. Yeah.
so, yeah.
But if she didn't know what it was, how does she know about giving away spiritual stones to?
Because she was instructed to
Okay,
do it.
so just
To do it
She didn't realize what it
the
was.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. DM clearing things up. So, because clearly things are getting lost in translation. So Lydia saw the stone in the treasury. No one else knew what it was. She mentioned this. She grabbed it, hid it away. Solana had no idea what the stone was. She only agreed to hand over a stone. She had no idea a stone was on board. Aster did, but Vati did, because he was also keeping an eye on you guys. And Adek sneaking the pouch. He was able to catch that there's probably something important in that. It was a complete guess on his part. That being said,
No, I'm just kidding.
that being said, because of that, and then now we have to where all he was doing was saying, we know you were not going along with what you planned, what you agreed upon, therefore we're going to be killing you. That's all he was saying. He didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Like, hopefully this king kills you before we can, essentially.
yeah.
Was it Solana who initially got the stone to the treasury, though?
It was
Yes.
It was possibly one of the pirates. It was never confirmed if it was Solana.
Well, who did Mira say took it from her? Was it Solana who took it? She was captured by them, right?
She was captured by them, and it was just taken as a part of the bounty.
So underneath Solana's crew,
Yes.
it was taken. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it
Yes.
must have just been like shuffled, it lost in the shuffle of like what it actually was type of thing. Because wasn't it originally in her staff too?
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, could have just been missed. Okay, that makes sense.
Cool. Okay.
Yep. So
Oops. He just says, well, you don't have it anymore then.
apparently not.
Okay, so you've been doing this for years, you said? Okay, how many years exactly?
5 years.
That's about the same time that Aster said he started working too, right?
Give or take, yeah.
Okay. So it might have actually been him the whole time.
Overlooking the
Long
operations.
time.
Lydia, did he like leave a lot or go on doing his own thing, or was he always around your eyesights?
He was always around me, but as far as I know, he didn't really leave the fort all that much. But clearly he's able to do as he wishes.
Yeah, I guess even at night he could have left and gone down something else if he wanted to. Huh.
Oh, I'll be right back. And I'm going to run up top real quick.
Okay. So, alright, what are you doing up top of deck?
I'm just running over to Mira and being like, hey, don't know if there's a way you can warn King Sidon, but Vati did just teleport away from here, and I don't know if he would be going there or somewhere else.
Not without any components and my arcane. I don't have my arcane focus with me. She's kind of pointing to.
If we went somewhere real quick that was more private for you to use that, would it work?
Possibly. I don't know if I know the spell. I might.
You can, great. If you can't, don't worry about it. I just wanted to try to put this chance out there right now to warn your people.
Oh, that is completely fine. And as you're having this conversation, a deck, as you're up top, you hear lightning forming up top with the clouds as suddenly things begin to swirl and go into formation as almost this strange type creature made of pure cloud and lightning forms above the ship. And you just hear, I will have what is required to me. Go, my minion! Bring me the sapphire! And that's what we'll pick up next session.
Yeah, all right.
I'm ready to fight something.
Perfect. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. We'll pick up there next session as, obviously, just so everyone knows, Avum, Cizri, and Aaron. You all definitely heard that. But we'll go ahead and pick up there next session, which is in 2 weeks. But regardless, we'll miss you all next week. But still, you'll be in our hearts, all that good stuff. As mentioned at the top of the session, to all of our Hispanic viewers, happy Cinco de Mayo. Hope you have a good time celebrating it. Apart from that, join us tomorrow night on Bardic Dice for Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Again, mature audiences. Not this Thursday for Fates. And then this Sunday for Beacons on Marquee Gaming before a month break. No! So sad. Well, thank you all so much for joining us tonight for both the chaotic and dramatic session. We'll be picking up here in 2 weeks. Until then, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Stick around for a raid. Keep rolling those dice. Bye.
Bye.